And for me, I have been dancing all my life, but really e-dance for me is just a space where it's safe and you can be free to express your creativity, which comes from your soul. So it's a true, authentic expression of the way you like to dance in a non-judgmental space.
Day one of the Ecstatic Dance California Bus and Film Tour, and we are here in San Francisco, California. Hey y'all, give it up for the camera! I'm super excited because not only is it the first day, but the first dance of the tour is going to be DJ'd by one of the co-founders of Ecstatic Dance. Give it up for Tyler Blank. Not only is he one of the co-founders of the Ecstatic movement, but he also is the host and facilitator of Ecstatic Dance San Francisco, as well as Oakland, where we will be on Wednesday night. We're about to go in and dance our first dance, and I don't know, I'm amazed at what I'm seeing here, these faces. The dream is made real, and we're going to do what we do best. We're going to dance. Out. Hey, so dance is winding down. It's day one here of the tour. We're at Ecstatic Dance San Francisco. It's been an amazing dance this morning. And we're just catching a few folks on the way out, people that live here and dance here regularly. And I'm just wanting to check in with the community. And this morning I have Josh
Lindell.
That's right. Josh Lindell. And tell us a little bit about how long you've been dancing here, why you come, and what it means for you.
I've been coming to this event since they started holding it here at Sacred Heart. I just happen to live down the street, so it's super convenient, so I had no excuse to not come. And was curious about it, and then have found it to just be a fantastic tool to get out of my head and into my body, because I live up here a lot of the time.
A lot of us do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, in an effort to push it down from here into my feet. It's a really powerful tool.
Great. Was there something that was unexpectedly hard about coming here regularly and opening yourself up?
Oh yeah, I'm stuck. Like all of my nonsense shows up. Like all of my self-imposed walls, all my own limitations. I don't want to touch that person because they may not like me. I shouldn't dance like that because it looks stupid. All those fun stories.
Yeah, like none of us, totally know all those. And those are common. So what helps you move past that? What helps you transcend that or dance anyway?
Closing my eyes, checking in from my head to my toes, and then just following the beat. Great. So just making my way through the wave. Yeah.
Gina, tell us a little bit about how long you've been dancing here and what this means for you.
So I've been coming here every Sunday since last February, except for a few. But I've been going to the event in Oakland for years. But the new San Francisco venue has been awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just getting off the ground.
Great.
Yeah.
And so what do you experience when you come here and you really, start to open up? Is there anything that's unexpectedly difficult, and how do you move through that?
Yeah, so I started coming here in February when I was working through a breakup. And I just noticed when I started to move and when my body just became kind of in sync with my breath, I felt that it was easier to face the breakup and work through it when there's movement involved. So it was kind of like emotional healing for me. There was physical and emotional healing when I was moving. It was really beautiful. Yeah.
And what's your most favorite part about coming during a wave? Like, what's the part where you just feel most alive?
I love the crescendo. It's just like crazy. Everyone is like going bananas. Like I'm jumping up and down the spot going like this. Yeah, everyone's dripping with sweat and everyone's heart is just so open. Like it feels like church on a Sunday morning. It's beautiful. Yeah.
My name is Sue. The thing I enjoy the most is dancing with him in a judgment-free space. I feel like we can be ourselves and not worry about our sexual orientation. So. Thank you. Yeah. The most challenging sometimes I think is, expressing myself fully. I still have that little story in the back of my mind, so working through that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your honesty and openness about being here and being able to be yourself as a sexual being and love who you want to love and feel free at the same time. Thank you for speaking directly to that. Appreciate that. Tell us your name and what you love most about being here, and if there's something that's hard about it.
My name's Chris. I think my favorite thing about it is quite similar, like the judgment-free space of being able to completely dissolve into the music and just get into, as the name describes, like an ecstatic state, and just feeling totally possessed by the music to allow it to flow through you and to move in whatever way feels the most natural to you. And it really allows for so much personal exploration that allows your spirit to kind of just emerge forward and to express itself in the most visually poetic way possible. And I just find that so amazing. Like it has been such a powerful catalyst for understanding, exploring, and healing myself, and coming into so much more alignment with a more fuller sense of self. Because when you're able to actually fully be in your body, which yoga, meditation, these other practices are great and they work in tandem with this, but this is a whole nother level of experience where it's really about the raw sense of creative expression and the uniqueness of your own individuated spirit as it crystallizes through the physical vessel. And I think that is the most exciting thing. And then being able to interact with my partner, being able to share energy with people on the dance floor, being able to just like feel that sense of bliss. Like no one's judging. It's not like if you go to like a bar or a concert, people are just sitting there with their beer and they're kind of just like, they're not really moving. They're not really enjoying or flowing with it. So I love that people, everybody, regardless of age, regardless of body type, regardless of any other demographic, is just like free to just like flow with it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hello, I am Marcus Scott. I've been coming here, I guess, since they found this particular spot. And what ecstatic dance means to me. Well, dance actually really means connection to just original source, like that energy that's not judgmental. It's just pure, and it's abundant. It's welcome for all of us. So I really feel like privileged to be able to come here and find the space where that can be supported and encouraged. And I've really just felt privileged to be a part of it.
Thank you, Marcus. Tell us your name and why you come, what it means for you to be here.
Hello, I am Manisha Sayan, and I first came to E-Dance actually in Hawaii on the Big Island.
That's where it all started.
Exactly. So that's where I discovered that, and it was 5 months ago.
Oh my God.
So since then, it was my mission to find something in San Francisco, where I currently live. And for me, I have been dancing all my life, but really E-Dance for me is just a space where it's safe and you can be free to express your creativity, which comes from your soul. So it's a true, authentic expression of the way you like to dance in a non-judgmental space, and you're really channeling the energies of Gaia and Mother Earth. And that's very important. Also the vibes as well, every time you come, it's very positive and healing. The energies you get from interacting with others is just sensational.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for talking about that Gaia or that Mother Earth energy and how important it is. And it's not an accident that this started in Hawaii where that is so strong, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, I appreciate, before this we talked about some of the questions I might ask you, and I have a personal interest in addressing some issues, whether it's ethnic and racial diversity or sexual orientation, gender issues. I really want to talk about this stuff. We dance, but we often don't talk about things afterwards that maybe are showing up at the dance place that people are afraid to talk about. So I don't know if it's how it shows up for you guys, but how do you feel when you come to dance at Ecstatic? Do you feel there's enough of a blend? What is your sense around the diversity, inclusivity around ethnic and racial lines? Who wants to talk first?
Well, I actually just enjoy the diversity that I do see every time I come. I don't acknowledge like the barriers that everyone else has set up for us.
Yeah.
So I try to encourage and make a connection with that original energy, which is that unconditional love that we see every time we make contact with anyone's eyes. That's the original. That's the first thing that we feel.
Yeah.
Is that unconditional love for each other, and then the judgment starts to set in. So I really appreciate the fact that this is opened for that. It's not a space where you have to feel like you're of one. If you're of one ethnicity or religion or whatever your beliefs may be, I don't think that it's actually. When you step in these doors, I don't feel like it's a place there. You can be whoever you want to and be accepted and supported, and that's what it should be about.
Thank you so much for sharing. I feel like I just have something to learn in this area, and I know I sometimes feel sensitive about it. I don't know if it's my own cultural white guilt privilege stuff, but sometimes I walk in and I'm like, oh my God, there's too many white people here. And of course, there's a part of me that's also like, we're all beyond that too, right? So how do you balance all these things out? And thank you so much for speaking to it some. I know there's a lot more to say probably. Yeah. And thoughts, feelings, opinions?
So I definitely agree with everything that Marcus has touched upon. But I'd just like to add that I feel that in the different ethnic communities out there, maybe there's like a stigma associated with e-dance because they don't really know what it is, or they come and they maybe have that judgmental aspect on it. So my message to the communities out there is to really have an open heart when you come to e-dance, and just to feel free to express who you truly are. And I do encourage more diversity here. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I just sprung this on you. I was like, hey, do you want to talk to the camera? Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for having us here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So much love here.
I know. That's why we keep coming back.